Hi everyone, welcome to NFTv. I'm Jenna and I have the most beautiful Nettie Bella on here with me this evening.
Hey.
She is hanging out and sharing her artwork and experience in the industry. I am super excited to hear all about that and welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Totally. So what got you into this space, into NFTs?
So what actually got me into the NFT space was just me sharing my art on Twitter. So every time I would post, a drawing that I would make, everybody was just like, "Oh, you should make it an NFT, you should make it an NFT." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know about that." Like I wasn't too familiar about NFTs at the time. So I was more into like selling merch with my art. So um I guess I just kind of finally looked into getting into NFTs, which wasn't really like the most pleasant surprise, because the first thing we do is, what do we go to? OpenSea, right?
Yeah.
It's the first thing that you think about when you think of NFTs. And as an artist, that's where I went, and Lord and behold, it just threw me off how much it really was to mint an NFT, and I just couldn't believe that like artists were actually like paying all that money to,
Sure. Yeah.
you know.
Especially if you aren't into ETH or if you're new into the space, that seems pretty much impossible, I think, for an
Yes,
artist.
yes, for sure. For sure.
What do you,
Because like the amount that I was actually going to sell my NFT for was nowhere near what they were trying to charge me to like mint the poor thing,
so is that what led you over to XLM to mint on Stellar?
Pretty much, yeah. So I would always kind of like take screenshots of the gas fees with Ethereum because it was just like nobody would believe me that they were charging $1,500 to mint something, So
Right.
I just had to prove it because it was just like people didn't understand why I wasn't really like going through 100% with making NFTs. It's just like, a bitch is broke. You gotta have $1,500 to
Yeah.
mint an NFT, So one of my followers, they were like, "Oh, you should try Lightmint, it's on XLM." And I already had like a bag of XLM. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try it out. And it's been amazing. Like it's under $1 to mint an
Right.
NFT on Stellar. And the Stellar family just like picked me up and like cradled me and welcomed me with such open arms, and the support that I've gotten from them, it's been amazing. It's been like awesome.
They're great. Literally, they're the most tight knit community, and everybody that I've met that has projects on there, just that I know, through Lumen Swap and other communities, they are absolutely amazing. And the
Yeah.
artists on Lightman are super dope. I think it definitely helps though, especially if you're a new artist coming into this space, or and you genuinely want to do artwork for the love of art and your
Yeah.
passion
Yeah.
versus I'm going to make 10,000 of whatever the fuck
Right.
and
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to put it on Ethereum because that's cool.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And it ends up not even being convenient for neither, in my opinion, for the artist or the buyer. Like on top of doing the whole minting, and then you finally get your bid, you have to pay gas fees to accept the bid. And it's just like,
Right.
where's all this money going, and why is there so much money involved? It should just be like, this is my piece, this is how much it is, all right, you got it, that's it. But it's those gas fees on those like networks, it's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
it's completely disgusting. Um, what a little bit off topic, but I'm just so intrigued. Like, I love the picture that's behind you. I have like a zillion questions I literally want to ask you. But like, what collection is this from? Like, what inspired what you have going on behind you? How many of them? What's your
Yeah, so the inspiration behind it, I'm not too fond of thirst trapping.
okay?
So this was kind of like a thirsty
Thirst trap.
right. So so that's where my inspiration actually came from with this, and then I made it also a glitch. So then the other one was called a thirsty glitch, so but that's the inspiration behind it. But it's funny
Okay.
how
I
like
love it. That's
things,
hilarious.
it's just funny how things like you see something, it clicks in your mind and you just bring it to life kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't understand, but I appreciate it from a collector's, and just someone from the outside looking in. I appreciate it. I
Nice,
love it.
awesome, thanks.
And also, Nettie, actually, you designed the very first hip hop collection, the very first NFTs that are going to be launched on a hip hop artist, their storefront on Bloom. And I reached out to you. I'm like, she's probably going to tell me no. She's like probably super busy, but they turned out amazing. Like, unfortunately, we can't say too much until very soon.
Nice. Yeah.
Very soon we can kind of like be out with that, but that collection turned out so cool, and I
Yeah.
love the glitches that you put on and just gave them a twist. But what I can say is we're going to take the NFTs that you created and we're going to probably put little surprise NFTs in them, so different unlockable
Nice.
content and audio, different things, whatever the artist finally decides on and finalizes.
Yeah.
So, but it was so awesome to have you as a part of that, and your style just vibed. Like, it was so perfect. I think
I
that's
really
what's still
loved
make
how
it
they
so
came
dope.
out. Yeah, I'm really excited to see, other people, how they react to them.
Exactly. And I just thought it was so cool too. And to have, a female artist as well, I think is super dope. And I love that it's not like a 10,000 whatever, but it's something there's actually a timestamp for this particular artist's career that's about to take off. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just awesome. Like, I'm so glad that you were there to
Yeah.
do that with us.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think, like, do you find it difficult in such a male dominated space to get started, to learn crypto, to like get started in NFTs? Like, what was your experience
It's
like with that?
it's kind of tough to say, because I don't really see the whole male dominance of it. I do understand why it is, they took that interest into getting into that field. Now, that's where I wish women also, picked up the same kind of interest, just taste it, just try it out. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, it's really not that bad. Like, if they can do it, we can do it. Like, it's like do it. Like, come on.
Exactly. I feel like so many women are just like so shy about it, or yeah, I want to learn, or oh, but my husband does it, or
Yes,
just
oh my gosh, like there were so many people like that I told my friend about, and she was like, oh, my husband says it's a scam. I'm like, what? And then like months down the line, one of her husband's cousins was like telling them about it, and she goes like, oh my God, Nettie, wasn't this what you were telling me about? And I was just like, yeah, it was, but I have no clue why the information coming out of me was so different from your husband's cousin, which were like pushing Dogecoin on them. So it was like,
oh
okay.
shit.
So I was like, all right, you guys chose to, listen to that. So let's leave it at that.
Right, right. It was probably like Doge was like right before that Saturday Night Live skit, and they were
Yes,
like, yeah, we
I
should
think
get
so. I
this.
think so. Yeah.
You know what though? I have to say, I think what will make crypto mainstream is gaming. My son is the one who told me about it, but it was at 5 cents. Like, we didn't get in before that, but he was like, Mom, I want you to get some of that for me. And I'm like, why? I just looked it up. It says it's a meme, da 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 da.
Yeah,
And he's like,
yeah.
yeah, but it's the most famous dog on the internet. And I'm like, really? I was like,
I know.
okay, it worked out. Like, okay, it worked
Yeah.
out. He took his gains, went to Target, got video games. He was so happy. What
But yeah, I
games?
mean, we're pioneering into this, and it's funny because like games, the whole video games and the metaverse, it kind of all like clusters together like perfectly almost, like Yeah, you can game. Like I recently got an Oculus, one of those VR headsets.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. Like there's so much potential that can come out of it, like um I went into a portal, right? Because you jump portals into this
This
thing,
is
like
so cool.
right.
This is so cool. I have to get one of these.
So like I jumped into a portal, and this portal was just like this huge land, but it almost looked like a mall, and it had like these little stores, almost like
Yeah.
storefronts. And then when you would enter the storefronts, it would have like people's information, their Twitter, their Discord. They were kind of like promoting their business in this portal, in
Yeah.
this metaverse. So I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like you
Yeah.
could rent it out. People could like go in there, scan it. Well, it was just
Ooh,
like,
why not?
yeah, like there's so much that can be done in there. So much.
Do you think that you will sell merch in the metaverse?
I would definitely like to do that. I would definitely
I
like
think you
to.
should.
Like, I went and downloaded the program to see if I could make my own world kind of thing, because
Mhm.
I'm like weird like that. I just like, oh, let me see if I can. I'm one of those people that like, if
Yeah,
they can do it,
yeah.
I can do it too, kind of thing,
Right, of
So
course.
I tried, but I guess my computer doesn't have that much brain power to run these run these programs, but it's definitely something I would love to dive into.
Girl, mine will only turn on if I have a hard drive plugged into it at this point. Otherwise, it's like, bitch, no memory, no memory.
Yeah, like how much more you want me to do right now?
Right? It's like I gotta make sure we're plugged in. Okay, when we make it big, we're getting new computers.
Right, yeah, supercomputers at that, right?
Oh my god, I love it. So, like, what games do you play when you're on Twitch and everything? Like, what's your
um
jam?
well, the one that I was recently playing was the Five Nights at Freddy's, which is like, I don't know if you've heard of it. You have a
Oh,
son, I'm pretty sure
my
you.
kid loves it. Yes,
So
loves
so
it.
I was playing that recently, and it's just like a game. It's like your kid is kind of stuck in like a Chuck E. Cheese kind of situation, but the
Yeah,
animatronics come to life and chase the kid, and they want to kill the kid, which is like really weird.
that's
But
fucked up. And the kids
so
like
I
this
don't
stuff.
know. Right. So I don't, that's what I keep saying. Like, I don't really know that this is a children's game, because these things like literally want to fucking kill the kid. So it's like, but
It's too late. Like once you play it though, your kid has already played it, knows about it, and
yeah,
then you're like,
yeah,
"Oh, this is what's happening." You're not
yeah,
supporting this.
yeah. My daughter's like, oh, you finally did it. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, finally. But
Oh my god.
it's a good time. It's, like I said, it's kind of just like those vibes of when we were younger with our
Yeah.
cousins and just like playing video games and just chit chatting and shit like that. But
I
pretty cool.
had Mario and like Super Mario 3, Duck Hunt, all that good stuff. That's my jam. And
Yeah, I mean,
PlayStation, like Twisted Metal, Crash Bandicoot,
yes,
Spyro.
the
Those were
Mario
mine.
Kart and the Mario
Yes.
Kart. You can't, like, Mario Kart is, it had to be in every single household. It just had, I don't know anybody that has never played Mario Kart or have any kind of beef with anybody because of Mario Kart.
Right. I love that one.
Yes, it's a classic.
So Nettie, what projects are you working on now? Do you have any like big projects or just like what are you doing
So
right now?
I've been designing a character for the Lame Lions. So that's been taking up a lot of my time. I am like so in love with this, and I feel like I have a really, really good feeling about it once it's released. But I can't really say too much about it. Not really like too sure what they would like for me to share or not, but that's currently what's taking up my time right now. And I'm not sure, I think it might be coming out in March, sometime in March around that time.
Oh,
So
do
yeah.
you know when, if for anybody who doesn't know, Lame Lions are on the XRPL. Are we close to minting yet?
I think they're waiting for that what is that, XL20?
XLS 20D.
Right. So I think they're waiting for something with that. I think a lot of projects are waiting for that actually to start
Oh
minting.
yeah, I have like my Zoom wallet. It's got like like one of like everything.
Nice.
I can't wait. I'm so
Yes.
stoked for it. It's just like how how do you think that a lot of these projects will do? Do you think that a lot of them will survive or no?
I mean, I hope that they do just for the sake of the investor, you know, because we don't know what's a good project out there, you know, like we don't know right now what has potential to boom. I mean, those apes just like blew up, you know,
Oh yeah.
why they blew up, you know, like what do they do? You know, so but it's a lot of things are hype sometimes. I feel like a lot of people are just trying to jump into it just to jump into it, you know, and say that they're in it. So but I'm really hoping that every single investment everyone's made into any kind of NFT project actually, you know, succeeds, because at the moment we are pioneering and we're paving the way,
Right.
you know, for an amount of other NFTs that are going to be coming into the market.
What's your best advice for someone selecting an NFT project?
Well, it really depends. If you're looking for utility, I feel like as an artist, there's really two different types of NFTs out there. I sell my NFTs as a piece of art, no different than I would of like a canvas, you know. So is there any utility behind my NFTs, meaning like by holding them, do you earn rewards? No, not really. I'm hoping that at some point, you know, they gain value, no different than any kind of other, you know, artist out there that has pieces, and you hope that they gain value. Um, Now there are other ones where, like I mentioned, if you hold the NFT, you get rewards. It really depends on what you're looking for as an investor. If you're looking for rewards, there's plenty of projects out there like that. If you're just looking to give back to artists who are just trying to, you know, not only showcase how they see things, but try to make a living off of it also.
I feel you. Okay, so I pulled up your Lightment. Now, what am I looking at? Is this your storefront on Lightment?
It is my
It's like
storefront
your
on Lightment.
okay, I see the Lucy's. Did you make these Lucy's?
I did actually. I did it for
Women swap.
we
Uh-uh.
did yeah, I believe it was like a live with Bullring Crypto.
Yeah.
And I made this board Lucy for that live, which
Wow.
yeah. So it was supposed to be one of the NFTs that were going to be given away to one of the viewers or listeners that were, you know, um peeked
But you
into
didn't
the
give it away. You kept it.
they no, I gave it to them. No, I gave it to them, but they ended up um putting it up for auction, and the proceeds went for Christmas presents for children.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Once I finished like these other projects and I've gotten them like off my lap, I'm definitely focusing on, you know, doing my more of the cyberpunk kind of art that I did. So I'm going to do more like a futuristic retro wave, you know,
Yeah.
transhumanistic kind of collection. I want to like work on that. That's like my next project that I want to do.
Dude, your work is so dope.
Thank you.
It's awesome. Cool. So as far as that's what I want to know. Do you do commission pieces? So I know like we work together on something, but you
Yeah.
know, if someone wants to reach out to you, hey, you know, I have this idea. Are you willing to work with someone, you know, to do
Right.
commissions?
It's hard because everybody that is looking to do, you know, commissioned work, they have a timeline as to when they want to finish. And because I'm already working on something with a timeline that I kind of have to like, you know, stick to, it's hard for me to commit and spread myself, you know, because
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I like like my drawing and my and all this stuff, I kind of do it in between my mom moments. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I love that.
I don't really have like hours to kind of like focus on pieces, you know, like so when I'm doing things for whether it's lumen swap or it's literally like in these in between moments where my son is distracted with a snack and you know some cocoa melon.
Snacks are great. Yeah,
So
give me
you
snacks.
know
Snacks all day.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, so like a lot of the stuff that I do is in this in between moments, and like he knows what, for some reason he just freaking knows when I'm on my iPad and I'm like trying, because he just like gravitates towards me and he's just like, you know, jumping around, and I can't really like draw straight lines
Aw,
at this point, but it's almost like I
you're
have to kind of,
killing it.
yeah, so then
Listen,
I
doing the
have
mom
to
life and
stop,
doing
yeah,
this, you're killing it.
dude, like I and I'm trying to do both because it's something that I want to do for myself, and you know I also want to be mom, you know, so
Yeah.
it's just something that I'm still trying to juggle, but it's been working for me, you know, doing it in between, take a little pause, okay, let me go play with him, and then all right, he's distracted, let me go back, you know. So I feel like if you want to get it done, you can get it done, I feel, you know, so that's just my
Absolutely.
motto.
No,
I feel
100%.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I'm definitely gonna have to bring you back, Nettie, because I want to be able to have you and I'm just gonna say it, Trig the Optimist, on here together talking
Nice.
about this new collection because it's so dope, and I just want the both of you to be on at the same time when it launches. I'm so hyped for it. I'm
Ye-
super excited,
yeah, me too, me too, I
and
would
I'm
love to see them.
just yeah, I'm just happy to be able to talk to you in person and show face behind the work and some of your art. And yeah, thanks for spending some time with us to show us
No
what you
worries.
got.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was pretty fun.
Completely. And everybody, she's Nettie Bella, literally everywhere. So you can find her Twitter, Twitch, all over the place, creating amazing art on Lightment. She is one of their like spotlight artists. You're always featured. They're always talking about you. Like she just does
Yeah,
amazing things. So definitely check up with that. Thank you so much, Nettie. I appreciate you.
thank you.
All right. See you, sweetie.
Bye.
Bye.